I'm going to get dirty. It's kind of the shirt that I just get rough and nasty and dirty and weld underneath stuff and grind metal. So, sorry, it's raining today. Try to keep it, be as loud as I can, let you guys hear me. But what I'm going to do is clean up a lot of these holes on the frame, remove all the rust areas that I can, and by the end of it, I'm hoping to have a coat of POR 15 on everything, and I got to make a little frame repair on the other side of the frame. I'm going to be putting a plate along this, probably just about a 1/8 inch piece of sheet metal, and that's the only rot on the frame. Alright, you can see I've got 2 inches by 15 inches here. I'm going to cut this off. How I found this was the area of the frame that's rotted is about 15 inches long, and the flat edge of the frame is about 2 inches wide. So I went with 2 inches by 15 inches, cut that out, and load her on. Alright, so here's our piece of 2 inch by 15 inch steel, and that's where it's going to go. Get some clamps on here, tack it in place. I'm going to probably clean it up a little bit more, get some more of this paint off right here, and clean a little bit more of this hole up here. The issue with putting this plate in here, rust will get between the two. So I'm not a huge fan of this, but I will be drilling holes in this plate after I get it on. That way I can hopefully prevent future buildup of moisture or anything. So that way it'll help drain. Here's a pretty good example of what I'm going to be doing with these holes. I know inside the frame you can see there's nothing I can really do about any of that stuff. But these holes, however, on the frame have a lot of rust around the edges of them. And as you can tell, I've already removed all the rust on the flat surface. But now I'm going to get inside here and I'm going to clean this stuff out. Now you can see the difference. Got a little bit of cleaning up to do, but for the most part, all that rust is gone right here around the lip of this hole. And then the paint will stick and it'll actually last a good long while and no rot will happen. So just helpful tips to prevent rot around these holes. So same as here, same with here. I'll do it all the way around. And this right here is the awesome tool that I'm using. It is a die grinder. This one's a Matco Tools. You can just tell, that's all it is. Just a little lever, a little air gun. I think this was maybe like $120, but this die grinder works great. All sorts of attachments go on it. It's like a Dremel, but that's the burr bit that I'm using with a rounded end on it, so I can kind of get in some of those welded areas. So just showed you this hole a little bit ago on the video. However, it looked like it wasn't rusty, but what you may have not realized is there was paint right here. So don't let paint fool you. Just because there's paint doesn't mean there's not rust underneath it. So what I did was I hit it with the die grinder and removed the paint and exposed all this rust up underneath here. You can see all that orange there. So that's rust and it's pitted. So you want to grind through all that pitting and remove any of that oxidization, because that stuff's just going to mess up your paint process later. So cleaning up your frame is a big help in keeping and preventing rot from the future. Got all this frame cleaned up, ready to go. I've done a single layer of cleaning. This is the plate that I replaced. Got it all welded up and finished. There's the inside. Got some holes in there so that way I can have adequate draining now in the future. And yeah, so now I'm gonna get some prep done, the POR 15 prep. We're gonna go from there. Also, a little bit of extra stuff I got done today. Pretty good day. These speaker boxes were broke when the Jeep was rolled, and they were pretty busted up bad. Same with this one over here. It's broken up there pretty good. So I found some extra ones, but they had some junk Kenwoods in them. They were pretty bad, so I swapped these speakers that were in here, swapped over the lights. Nothing crazy, just a little bit extra something I got done today. Alright, so I got the salamander going, so I apologize, it's probably a little bit loud. I'll try to speak up. You can see I got the frame painted, first coat done. Also, I got the axle in. While that was drying, I went ahead and put the axle in. Springs look horrible, brakes look horrible, but those are all things that can be replaced in the future. I'm just trying to get this bad boy on the road. Waiting on the spring retainers to dry to hold the bottom of the spring in before I actually put weight on it. Not really willing to risk that just yet. I'll wait till that retainer's dry, that clamp down piece, and after that, she's gonna be ready to roll. Alright, so final walk around for the day. Cage is not very much progress. However, I just started working on these little guys. These are going to be brackets to retain the original stock speaker, little speaker boxes that'll go up here, right about in this area. These guys right here. So these are the old ones. They were pretty badly busted. They would normally go kind of in the stock setup right here. Well, I can't exactly go inside the cage since I'm going to pressurize the cage. So I've got to kind of space them away a little bit, which is what those little tabs were. So anyways, that's a little progress there. Got the headlight bucket in right here. Headlights are adjusted. The winch is ready to go, except for this. I got to finish this little bracket here. So I'll probably remake something there. Quick little walk around of the bumper, just so you can kind of see what all's going on there. All painted, ready to go, cinched down tight. Looks good. I'm happy with it. So more to come here shortly. Tomorrow I should have the second coat of paint on the frame of POR 15, and probably, oh yeah, also the buckets. There are the spring retainers. They're over here drying. Put them separate. So they're over here drying. I'll get a second coat on them tomorrow as well. And I guess that means, unfortunately, because of those things, I'm going to be a couple days out. So, not far away, but it's coming together. So.